Let's jump in, guys. Annalise is up first. Wait, who is the guy saying that? Oh yeah, it was Annalise, right? That knew Rosenbaum or knew the guy.
No. She knew someone that went to high school at the Rittenhouse.
Let's talk.
Who said they knew someone who went to high school at the Rittenhouse?
I think it was Anna.
I think it was Anna.
Hello,
Let's hit Anna.
Can you hear me?
Hello,
Anna.
I can hear you. Hi,
yes,
Anna.
we can hear you. How are you doing?
What's up? How's it going?
Good. I'm doing well. How are you?
Good.
Good.
Tell us what's going on. You're the person who told us that you knew a friend who knew Rittenhouse.
She's gonna be like, oh my god,
yes.
the Rittenhouse is the sweetest person alive.
I want to hear unbiased.
I don't know about that, but this is basically what I heard from this mutual acquaintance of ours. Is that I think Coffee, you said that the lack of parental supervision. That's 100% accurate from what I was told. So I guess he grew up in a single-parent home, and his mother just wasn't able to be a very active part of his life, wasn't around as much, and it's so sad. And I guess from this mutual friend's perspective, and I mean this is his opinion, is that Kyle was just trying to be a hero and kind of trying to be more important and get attention even. So
well, he got it.
So sad.
Didn't have a father figure. And his mom didn't have time, and this is like a issue of poverty and stuff like that. Like that's so sad. That's really depressing. I
don't know your friend, but I completely believe that's probably true.
Sounds right.
Especially the part about him trying to play a hero. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, that just definitely tracks with what I've heard from other people too. So, and just kind of the general community that he lives in, because I know a lot of people live there too. So
you're from Kenosha yourself?
Yes. So my family lives in Kenosha, and I grew up in the county that's on the Illinois side, so kind of right on the state line there. But they live in Kenosha now, and they live like 10 minutes from downtown, so that's kind of scary. Yeah.
Do you know the road that it all happened on, Sheraton Road? I guess.
So that's the main road. I lived off that road, so.
Wow. So you didn't know Rittenhouse personally at all. So I don't know if you caught it. We were trying to decide, like, I saw him crying up on the stand. I thought it was like he just was like, looked like PTSD to me. Did you see that? Did you have any thoughts?
Yeah, that's kind of what I think. I mean, I think you made a good point about the ugly crying, because when you're acting, you just don't cry.
Yeah, you just look sexy in the crying. That's true. The crying is more sexy.
Just kind of like,
that's in acting in Hollywood.
It did kind of feel like PTSD. To me, just because just the way, because he started talking calmly, like, okay, maybe his legal team prepped him for this, and then it just kind of derailed really quickly. And if you want people to believe you, you generally shouldn't show as much emotion. You got to come off calm, like you're the sane one, like you were the one trying to diffuse the situation. So crying doesn't really help you always.
Agreed. Wow, this has been super helpful. Thanks for providing this context.
Thank you.
And I'm sure it's been interesting to have your city blown up so much like this. No pun intended.
Yeah, for sure. I would just say that, like, crying.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. Sorry, say that again. I didn't hear that.
It's just so strange to be the subject of national attention. Like, we're just a tiny, like, little no-name town.
Wow.
What were you gonna say, Amish?
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, something about, I forgot. I don't remember.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Well, thank you, Anna. We're going to let some other people hop on.
Thanks,
thank you
Anna.
for sharing that context. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening.
Guys.
Yeah, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching.
Yep.
Man, that's stressed out. Yeah, that's the same small
town.
I
want to hear from Nora Tama. I think they were... it's cool to know, dude, we're such a male-dominated audience. It's always awesome when I hear, like... There's some girls in the audience. It's like, it's reassuring. It's like, I hope we're not just appealing to one.
No, it's not a good look. It's not even a good look. It's not good.
No, it's not representative. Yourself. I want whenever we're talking, I want to understand what everybody's thinking, not just what 50% of people are thinking.
100%, dude. Women make the party tight. It's like if you go to a club, it's all dudes, sausage festival.
No, you don't want to see it.
You need girls.
Yeah.
They keep the vibe tight.
That's right. Nora Tama, what's up? I know you got a hot take.
Nora, what's up?
Let's hear it, dude.
Tell us.
How you doing, man?
I can't hear you guys. What the heck?
Yo, dude. Hey, hello.
You can't hear either of us?
Check.
Oh, you're good. You're good. You're good.
Noritama, I thought I saw you getting wild in chat. I hope you get as wild here right now.
I don't know about all that. I think
innocent or guilty. Innocent or guilty.
Innocent.
All right. Tell us why.
Oh, I mean, it's clear self-defense in all three things. I can't speak morally. I'm not level 40 wizard, so I can't really speak on that, you know.
Okay.
But on the case itself, I started watching about 2 weeks ago with Ricada, right? He's doing that stream of lawyers and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
And just based on that, like, it's hard to see how it's not. Like, should he have been there? Obviously not. That's not debatable, I think.
Yeah, but that's what's in your heart, right? Like you're saying, I can't.
Yeah, but it's court
beyond legally. Legally is one thing. Who cares about legal? We as a society should care more about what's in the heart.
The reason people care about legal is because there's a feeling that the media is covering it a certain way to try to make it one thing. When the legal, like covering it legally, I mean, they're not arguing the moral side. They say legally, like Rittenhouse is getting trounced. So when this case comes out and it gets acquitted, I mean, I think a lot of people are reasonably assuming people are going to get pissed, but it's because they're being fed like this like other narrative of what's going on.
Yeah, they're not being told that
also,
like look, there's a difference between morality and legality. Like morally, you might think he's wrong, but legally,
I agree with you. And I make this case in Coffeezilla all the time. There's so much in crypto that's legal. In fact, so much of my recent videos has not been about legal things at all. It's been about the morality of scamming your followers. There's a lot of scamming that's legal right now, but I don't really care about the legal side. And I make that pretty clear that, you know, I'm talking about the ethics of it, like the true like morality of it. But I agree with you. There's a big difference. But the ethics and morality is arguably as important, if not more important, especially in journalism, because you're not a lawyer. The bottom line is I'm not a lawyer. So I'm not really that interested. I mean, legal's interesting, I guess, but like there's so much beyond that that's way more interesting to me.
I think morally is way more interesting.
That's why
and way more important.
Go ahead, Narutomo.
Go ahead.
Oh, that's why I got interested in it, because the legality with it, because this is a case that will define certain portions of self-defense for the future. That's why I got pulled into it initially. Then I started watching it.
I think this should help. Narutomo, do you own a gun?
No.
There you go.
Okay.
What do you think? Going to be yes.
I thought the answer was going to be yes, and I was going to
say
I
don't. No, I don't.
All right.
Do you think he shouldn't have been there?
Yes, I agree. He shouldn't have been there. In no situation should anyone be there. I think when you made that point a few minutes ago of both sides shouldn't have been there in general, that's correct. Anyone who was there was looking for trouble, whether they wanted it or presented it or not.
I don't think showing up means you want it, but like in each case, Rosenbaum's running after Rittenhouse. The other guy's hitting him in the head. The other guy is doing the thing. So, I mean, go ahead.
No, I think you're missing with this also at the beginning of explaining how this started out. So what happened was they spent a long time talking about this dumpster being on fire. Rittenhouse came with a fire extinguisher, extinguished it out, and they started getting attention from everyone else. They started coming at him, and then it started escalating at that point, and that's when the first person came at him. Grabbed his gun, he shot at him. Second person, skateboard, back of the head, he shot at him. Third person came around him, shot him.
Slow down with the Rosenbaum part, okay? That's the one that I'm most iffy on, and I think that it could be made a case for murder.
I don't remember the names. Which one's that? Number is
That's
that?
the first one. That's the first one. Tell me about that guy.
So I can't speak on the guy because I probably ruined the whole thing for everyone in terms of how they feel about it.
No. Tell me all about him.
Oh, I mean, he's a rapist. He raped kids.
Rosenbaum?
Yeah, the first guy I shot, he's convicted.
Yikes. Okay,
so, I mean,
but here's the thing. The thing is that you can feel all the way you want about that. This is where the legal side gets messed up because morally that might make a difference. But in the law, Rittenhouse didn't know that, and there's also no law about shooting those people. So it still can totally be murder. So let's talk about what Rittenhouse knew. Rittenhouse, I believe, was threatened by that guy, right? Or no?
Yes, correct. That's correct.
What did the guy say?
Something about, like, I'm going to fucking kill you or something like that. Some words were exchanged. It got muddled a lot, and they showed the video, like, 30 times.
But
random parts.
You said he threatened, like, 200 people or something. Like not 200, but he threatened a bunch of people that night.
Yeah, yeah. The guy was off kilter. Like he was pretty aggressive.
Yeah,
That's what the testifier thing. But the reason why he got shot is because he grabbed the guy's gun. He grabbed Rittenhouse's gun.
He never. But here's the thing.
He did. He grabbed the barrel.
I thought Rittenhouse testified that he shot before the guy grabbed the barrel.
No, he grabbed it physically. That's what I remember. I could be wrong, but
I thought he grabbed it after one shot. I'm gonna have to check in on that. I'm gonna have to double check on that. Part of the whole case of that is like when did it exactly happen? To be honest, I think a lot of the points in this case are sort of moot because they talk to these guys and they go, well, what were you thinking at the moment this guy was lunging at you? And my thought is nothing. And there's no way you have time to think. It's so fast. It's actually shocking, Amish, how fast this stuff happens.
It's crazy.
Within 3 seconds, 2 people are shot. It's like
neither of them should be there.
Oh, it's crazy also that during that whole thing, about 3 seconds, right? The way that the prosecution is presenting this as if it was like longer than that. They're going frame by frame, making it seem like it was forever.
They're like, what were you thinking when this guy did this? It's like, you're not thinking anything.
You're in the moment.
You're freaked out. That's where I think that Rittenhouse's testimony of like, oh yeah, I was scared for my life.
God, he should have went up.
Even if he had no reason to be, do I think he honestly felt that way? Yeah, I think if you're in that situation, you just killed somebody, a mob's running after you, you're gonna feel a threat for your life, even if there's none present. Those people could be a bunch of.
He's 17. He goes there with a gun,
and you think,
Oh, so I have a question, if you don't mind me asking.
Okay, sure, and then we got to let other people in. Go ahead.
Please do. I want to hear people's opinions. So the interesting one was the last expert witness, which talked about the imaging and everything else. Did you see that?
I didn't see it. I missed that's why I saw like the first few days, then I missed I think Thursday and Friday. I don't know.
Yeah, it was so interesting that the prosecution brought an expert about imaging and enhancing. And when they asked him about how it works, the guy said, I don't know. Like, how do you,
That's not an expert.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? And that's most of their witnesses are like that. Like, you brought the guy who, said,
the prosecution's a disaster. The prosecution's a disaster.
Same with defense. Defense did not really defend Rittenhouse at all. They shouldn't have put him in the stand.
No, I agree. I totally agree with you. All right, well, great. More Tom, thank you, man.
I haven't heard that yet.
Appreciate you. See ya.
Thanks for coming, man. Yeah.
Okay, let's bring some other people in here. I'm going to bring in I'm going to bring in Tommy Turner. Tommy, how's it going,
what's up?
Man? Tommy, are you there? Are you there, Tommy?
Tommy.
Yo, dude. Rittenhouse, guilty or innocent?
This case seemed like a kangaroo court to me, honestly. I have been participating in the No Nut November, so I was not even aware of this going on until...
You mean No Net November, obviously.
Yeah.
No Net. I apologize.
Yeah.
No Net.
Go ahead. It's fine.
Yeah, go ahead.
But yeah, I would say from what I've heard, if this is a self-defense state, he would be innocent.
I agree.
No, he can legally go there with the gun. No, that's why it's just a morally he's wrong. Legally, I don't see how they're going to touch him on this. Yeah. And people need to understand that difference. Like that complexity doesn't exist.
What's the charge, anyways? What's the charge? Is it double murder, or is it like a lesser? Is it like a negligent homicide? I mean, what kind of homicide is this?
Huh. Interesting. Yeah. And
I don't actually know what he's charged with. Dude, there's so much of this is so interesting, man.
But legal shit is
so the whole question is, do you go for a lesser charge and just try to get him with something, or do you go for everything? Because right now he faces life in prison, and when you hear that, you go sort of. There's actually so many people who they get locked up when they're 17 or 18.
So many
life, and you're like, dude, do we need to be doing that?
For framing crack,
bro.
I think if anything, it would probably end up being a lesser charge when they play when presented to the jury with self-defense, it would probably end up just being a lesser charge so that the person can go on to live their life.
Yeah.
Yeah. At 17, it's hard to, you just kind of want to give them the benefit of, not the benefit of the doubt, but Yeah, he is 17.
So why'd you break No Net November? I'm a little disappointed.
For us.
This is the first time I've seen it live at night in a while. I had to.
Wow. Thank you, dude. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Congratulations on cracking 800K.
Dude.
I've been since before the $1 million studio. It's been a journey. I'm proud.
No way, man. Thank you so much. That honestly means a lot. It's always cool to see people like
do an applause break.
Been around for a while.
Do an applause
break. Right.
Give him an applause break. Yeah, dude. 800,000. Dude.
Oh no, I was doing an applause for him being there early. That means he's like what? 100K, maybe even or 200.
Yeah, dude, I came in at 89K,
60 or 70K when I first found you.
Dude, me and you both, man. I came in at 89K. I think I remember being 89K. That was our first episode that we did. It was 89K.
And great,
crazy,
great content.
Dude, thank you, man. Thank you, man. Well, I appreciate you as much as I love this ego stroke. Dude, I got to let other people in here. Appreciate you, man.
Have a good night, boys. Thank you for having me on.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
Amish, it's no nut November. I can't stroke it right now.
You can't.
I'm just kidding.
So strict.
All right, yo, what's up? Muan.
Hey, brother. How's it going?
Yo, innocent or guilty? Rittenhouse, tell us. Jury of his own peers, tell us.
He's an idiot and he's innocent.
I feel like that's what everyone thinks, dude. I mean, I don't know.
Bro,
maybe, yeah.
What the fuck was he doing there? Why was he even there in the first place?
I know.
Stupid.
He's an idiot.
Right, listen. Yeah. Let me get one thing straight. My father owns a shop, right? I'm Asian. By Asian, I mean I'm South Asian. I'm like Amish, right? We own some grocery stores. We have these stores. And if someone came and threatened my store, I would like to defend it, right? I feel young. I feel like energized and pumped up. And I want to defend it.
Yeah,
I can understand that, right?
Yeah.
I can understand defending your own store, right?
Yeah.
Why are you showing up to a location that's got nothing to do with you? You have no reason being there. Fine, show up. Why the fuck are you bringing a gun in over there? It makes no sense.
It doesn't make no sense.
The whole prosecution thing is rubbish. They're all idiots. They should just say dismiss the case and just go on, live your life, whatever.
Yeah.
The biggest thing is people just need to reflect on the situation, right? You're charging this guy. This guy didn't show up. If he showed up and he started shooting indiscriminately, then I had a problem.
Right.
He's there for a reason. And yes, there's this debate about if the judge is biased or not because he's not allowing some video clip the day before where he was talking about, I'm going to shoot these people if I could, if I had a chance, right?
Yeah.
There's this clip out there, but the judge is not allowing that to come in. And I think that's absolutely right as well. I was annoyed at the very beginning, but when I looked at it, it was very correct because that's a young guy who's probably angry about shit and he feels like Rambo or some bullshit, testosterone running through his body, and he thinks he's some kind of superhero. Any stupid guy at that age, even I would have said that at that age, right? I'm in my 30s now. I would have said the exact same.
The judge didn't allow it though, because that does seem relevant to the case.
There was some reason about they were arguing.
Yeah, he didn't allow it.
It's the legal stuff where they argue on the technicalities. But yeah, he didn't allow it.
It's madness what's happened here. I think they should just let this whole thing just slide and then.
Madness.
Well, he is 17. It's like he's a kid.
Have you seen the headlines on this story?
Bro, I hate the media. This is the reason I stopped watching CNN. I stopped watching Fox News. I watch them for entertainment purposes. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah,
it's hilarious to see how they talk rubbish. I personally am a liberal person. I'm a very liberal person. And I'm open to ideas about, listening to people and all that stuff. And I'm strongly against Fox News and what they promote. There's a version of that in the UK as well. And I personally hate that kind of media.
Is that the Daily Mail?
There's something called GB
Fox.
News. Check out something called GB News. They've been trying to do the exact same thing they did with Fox News, but in the UK. But it's not flying. People are not accepting it, right? So I'm happy about that.
I thought Fox was over there too, though. Isn't it Sky News or Sky News?
No, that's Australia. Australia's madness. Another madness. They're over there. Now, as far as I'm concerned with this guy, they should just let it go. And more importantly, people should question, why is this guy being so hyped up? Why is the media attention only on this one? If someone burned down my father's store, where are these people? How many people do you know are arrested for burning down the stores? There's a proper way to go about doing some protests for some genuine causes. Yeah. Stuff like these bring bad news, right?
Yeah.
Now, I'm pretty sure there'll be people on the right wing saying, listen, these people burned down what it calls stores and stuff. Guess who were burning it down? They're minorities, right? So it's justified for us to be right wings and do bullshit or, carry weapons. At the same time, left is going to say, oh, guess what? 17-year-old kid carrying a gun. Why? So we need to ban all guns, right? Personally, I'm against guns, but both are wrong. First of all, that kid has got issues. Like any other teenager, he just had access to a gun. That's it. That's what happened.
It's ridiculous. 17 years old.
What an
There's no
idiot.
reason.
What an idiot.
That's an idiot, dude. Well, dude,
Foolish.
I agree with you, man. I think you honestly you have the general consensus of most Americans who are looking at this. I'm gonna go try to find some people. I always try to find people who disagree. So let me go find some people
Thanks, man.
who disagree. Thank you for listening. Thanks for
brother.
listening,
Thank you.
supporting. Appreciate you, man.
Love you guys. Love you guys.
So yeah,
Appreciate it.
let's find somebody who thinks that
Yeah.
Rittenhouse
Who's on
is
the
either.
Rittenhouse side? But also, I gotta do a pee, dude.
Go ahead,
gotta do
bro.
it.
Go
I
ahead.
gotta
Go
do
ahead. Get out of here. First one to talk wins, guys. Hello. Oh, how's it going? Beat Nizzle. What's going on?
Well, I'm popping in to see you guys are talking about Kyle Rittenhouse and the trial, and I thought I would just pop in.
Tell us, counselor, what is it? Innocent or guilty?
I think the important thing is it's not innocent nor guilty. It's not guilty. Because
Oh, true.
he's not innocent of anything. He went there. He was looking for a fight, and he got a fight, and now here we are. I think the self-defense is warranted because those. I mean, if you look at the videos, that guy literally did try to swing a skateboard at him, and was fighting for the gun, and so it is a legitimate self-defense situation. But as people who've already been in this channel has already said, he shouldn't have been there in the first place. So I think what's important about the trial is just to bring it to national attention, to show like what happens when these kind of militia folks show up to these situations and kind of egg on a fight.
It's a good point. It's a good point. No, it is a good point because people, you're right. There have been these militia people who have gathered around these protests thinking that they're going to, and they all say, oh, I'm going to help maintain the peace, keep the peace. That's what Rittenhouse says. That's what Grosskreutz said. Everybody says they're going to keep the peace. Nobody's keeping the peace. Or these types aren't keeping the peace there.
Exactly. They're just basically they're amped up assholes who want to fight. And the sad thing is that in America, you can bring assault rifles to that versus just getting in a brawl. So
right, yeah. Wouldn't this have ended better if everyone just kind of punched each other? I mean at least at least people would be okay. I mean, probably at the end of it.
I mean, you might have some broken bones or something like that, but they'd still be alive. And it's just a shame, really. What I hope is the end result of this all is that there's a little bit more awareness of when there's some sort of mass protest going on that may turn into a riot or anything like that. Just don't let civilians show up with guns. Like, just stop that.
Yeah. Agreed. Beaten Isla, I appreciate it. Let me go find some people who disagree.
Sounds good.
Guys, we got to have people. If you disagree, tell me in chat. Tell me in chat, boys. Please. I need help finding people who disagree. Let me just read a few super chats, too. Calvin Pokeme, where is Will Scoter? I don't know. Where is he? I haven't seen him in a while. Patches 999 wanted to donate. Love y'all stream. Are y'all doing a stream tomorrow? Unfortunately not. Amish is going to be in Panama. Guys, if you disagree, tell me. Let me know. Let me know what your name is. I will pull you in. I'll pull a few people in anyways, just to see what people think. Ashley, you're on. The Phil, you're on. First one to talk. What up, Phil?
Hey, what's up? What's up, Coffee? What's up?
Do you disagree? I'm trying to find somebody who disagrees.
Oh, sorry for the delay over there, but I kind of sort of disagree. It's in the middle almost.
I feel like you just want to be on. That's all right. That's cool.
No, listen, hear me out. I believe if the prosecution had tried each of the cases individually, there might have been a case, because it's kind of different for each person that was shot and killed. For the first guy the guy that swung the skateboard, there's an obvious case there, but the guy that grabbed the gun, I wouldn't say that. I think the prosecution would have had a better chance there with the with actually prosecuting him, because there have been cases in the past where an aggressor has physically assaulted someone with a firearm, and the person that reacted with the firearm that killed him did stand trial and were convicted of the murder. So I think the prosecution had approached it that way and took each case individually, there might have been a case. But since they're lumping everything together, I don't think there's much of a case there, because
there's some
the
of them
other
that are
incidents.
clear. Yeah, I agree. Which
Exactly.
which one are you saying is the most likely to be actually convicted? The first one, right?
So the
Rosenbaum?
one where he's wrestling with the firearm when he killed him, I
Yeah,
think there would definitely could have been a case there.
that's
At least for
yep.
maybe not in the first degree, but accidentally or whatever, there could have definitely been a case there. But since everything is together, and I think it's also, you got to add the fact that this happens so fast, so it's even hard to kind of extrapolate the whole.
Yeah,
Hey,
what your
this
intent
happened
was.
separately.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
exactly. It
I
happened
agree.
much too quickly.
What
But I
did
think,
you know
sorry,
about
what were you saying?
the Rosenbaum thing? I was trying to get because for some reason I heard, I don't know if this is actually fact, so I'm trying to fact check it. Do you know if Rosenbaum actually grabbed his gun before he was shot? Or was it while he was after he had been shot, he kept wrestling for the gun? Do you know?
I think it was during, so while he was grabbing it, he did get shot, but I guess the reaction just kept on going while, I guess the trauma or whatever, he just kept going, you know what I mean?
Huh.
Until he, couldn't hold on to anymore.
Yeah.
No, yeah, because the whole question is, if you grab the gun, I can totally see the case for self-defense. Even if before you're running at a guy, can you be? Yeah. Anyway, tough. I agree with you.
So yeah, like
prosecution was way off.
I wanted to add that I think the whole thing though is, well, I also agree with Mish. He shouldn't have been there. They're going out there all the way out there. I get what the Monso guy said. Having the feeling of, hey, being a hero or whatever, going out there, it was a terrible decision. And also the guys that attacked him, seeing he had a firearm, also made terrible decisions there. Ultimately,
Yeah.
it was just a string of really horrible decisions. I also think it's also emblematic of a issue with the culture, and I think you also made a good point with the whole militia thing. It's everyone is doing this tit for tat, us versus them kind of thing. It's
Yeah.
liberals versus conservatives, Democrats versus conservatives, and it's Republicans, etc. It's this whole, it's really representative of how the culture is right now. Like I remember when the story first broke, and it was so. I think the craziest thing to me was just seeing the completely different takes. So
Right.
I intentionally followed people that were on different ends of the political spectrum, and just to see them scrutinizing the same clips but with completely different stories, completely different opinions. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And the same thing happened with the case. Like you see people saying, "Oh, he's an actor, he's crying." On the other end, he's PTSD, he's a hero, he's a kid. It's just crazy to see
Right.
this ridiculous
The
cultural divide. I think
polarization
that's the
around
crazy.
it.
The polarization is
The
insane.
polarization, it's insane, man. I mean, it goes right to Fox News. They're coming out with these clips like the Morning Five, Geraldo and the Judge Janine, I think her name is. They just come out with he's a hero. How dare you talk about him? He's a hero. Don't I'm not saying call him an idiot, but think about your own child. You wouldn't tell your son, idiot. No, you're 17. You have your life ahead of you. You're not going to go to this thing with a goddamn AR-15 strapped on you. It's ridiculous. So yeah, he's obviously coming out of a tough situation too. That's just to say that he's obviously has issues, man. 17 years old. It's ridiculous.
And ultimately, I don't think it's. Yeah, I don't think it's fair to scrutinize his crying, whether that's legitimate or real or fake, because I think that really boils down to conjecture. Because if you think it really depends on who you think he is as a person, his character.
It is petty,
so,
isn't it? It is a little
yeah,
petty.
it is.
They're just
It's
oh,
really
he's an
petty to
ugly
criticize.
crier.
Yeah,
He looks
it's
ugly when
really,
he cries.
yeah, it's not. It's not. That's a fair line to go down.
Look at his
Because
ugly
ultimately,
face.
when I watched the clip, I think it's just. I'm not sure whether it's truthful or not, but I think that doesn't really matter. It is hard to watch though. During the whole situation, it's pretty tough to see him breaking down like that. So, really unfortunate situation all the way around.
the suffering, it's almost like it almost doesn't matter whether you're faking it. Like, this is what I get from Succession too. Whether you're faking it or you're really crying, you are suffering. This is not a good life. This is not, you're in a bad situation. Either way, bad situation. Something went wrong. If you got a fake cry for some shit, you did something wrong. What did you do that you have to pretend to cry over some shit? And if you are really crying, then obviously you did something wrong too. Like, I mean, it's, yeah. I think the PTSD is definitely there, and he is. Honestly, even with acting, it gets mixed up. You get into it, and then you're like, you don't know what's right anymore.
Yeah, I know. Wait, I want to just say the Phil. Thank you. I want to actually go now. I'm gonna go watch some of the footage real quick.
Yeah, let's watch
the Rosenbaum stuff. Thank you for contributing.
Hey, man, anytime.
Thanks, man.
I appreciate having you on, man.
You.
Have a good one.
What is this? This is a Drippin' House special, dude.
Thank you, dude.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate that. Thank you for watching.
You,
appreciate it.
Sick. Thanks for coming. This is a Drippin' House special. Drippin' House special.
I'm a scammer. Gonna rip you off, take you down.